Hello and welcome to The Forum, the show about what's happening at Monroe County Community College. I'm your host, Chris Morgan, staff member of the Agora, which is the student newspaper at MCCC. For this episode of The Forum, we will be featuring Madison Stone. Hi, Madison.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Start off, how long have you been going to MCCC, and what are you studying here?
So this is my freshman year. I'm just finishing my second semester here at Monroe, and I'm going to get my degree in social work, where I want to take that to become a mental health therapist.
Mental health therapist?
Yes.
Well, what drew you to that field?
I've just always had a passion for mental health and seeing the way that the brain works and all the different ways that functions. I just always found it really interesting, and it's always been a passion of mine. So that's what drew me to that field. I knew that I wanted to help people and help in a way that works with mental health, and I just found that that's the way to do it for me.
And I mean, already at MCCC, you are helping people. You're helping out in the safe space, and you came up with the idea of the care closet. How did you come up with this idea?
So I saw a flyer when I was on campus for a meeting that was in the S building for a new room and a new space for students on campus. So I decided to attend this meeting. And when I walked in the room, in the back of the room, there's like cabinets, kind of like an area where you can store things, and it gave me an idea of the care closet. So in this meeting, students were suggesting things that could be in this space, and I brought up the idea of having a care closet, and it really took. The students and faculty seemed to really love the idea, and that's how we got to where we are now.
And can you kind of go into what is the care closet exactly?
Yeah, so it kind of reminds me a lot of like Hex Market, except instead of having food, it has clothes and hygiene products and feminine hygiene products and baby stuff. So it's kind of like a Goodwill, but way more, and it's all donation based, so you can just grab what you need when you need it and go.
And do you actively take in donations from people from the community or MCCC?
Not currently, we are not, but when we get the care closet open, we will, yes.
Okay, and what is the time frame of how we're getting the care closet open?
So as of right now, our goal is to be open by the beginning of fall semester. So that is our goal as of right now.
And Madison, what kind of donations would you be looking for? What kind of items can people bring in when the care closet does open?
Yeah, so we're looking for items such as clothes and business attire for interviews. We're looking for baby items such as strollers, high chairs, car seats, and baby bottles, and things along that nature. We're also looking for hygiene products like toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant, hairbrushes, things like that, and feminine hygiene products.
As someone with kids, a lot of that stuff is stuff that you will need, and you don't think about the cost of that, but
exactly.
That is expensive and it adds up very quickly. Yes. So that is great that the care closet wants to add that in there. So.
Yes, we want to make sure that all moms that are going back to school are taken care of.
And what are the kind of things you are hoping that this helps people out with coming next semester and going past that?
So I've made a lot of friends on campus, and I've seen a lot. Like I grew up in a really small town, but I never realized a lot of students are living in low-income situations or in poverty and homeless shelters in Monroe, and I had never noticed that to the extreme that it was. So I just want this to be able to help them, so they don't have to worry about going to buy clothes for an interview, or are they gonna have shampoo and conditioner today if they run out. I want them to be able to go and get that stuff and not be stressed out about it.
And do you know of any other kind of colleges that have this in place in their on their campuses?
I've heard of a few schools starting up one. It's kind of a newer thing that's coming around. A lot of high schools are starting up one too. It's kind of a new thing, so you don't hear about it too much.
You talked about before, the care closet idea came from you being in the safe space on campus. Can you kind of go into what is the safe space for people who haven't heard of it or been in there?
Yeah, so it is a room in the S building. So it's kind of an area where students can hang out. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a divider in there that separates the area of where the care closet's going to be compared to what is like student oriented to hang out. So the whole idea of the room is it's completely student driven. So the decorations on the walls are going to be made by students. It's going to be really comfortable. It's going to be a place that's really welcoming. The whole goal of it is for students to feel like they belong. They're welcome, they're loved, like this is their place, and we want students to make it completely theirs.
And you had mentioned the divider there. Now, in the past, with a past interview you did with the Agora, you said that you wanted that divider there so that give a little bit of privacy for people going in the care closet. Is there concern that people going to the care closet will be kind of embarrassed to go? Are we trying to take that away by having that divider there?
Yeah, so there's definitely a stigma around trying to ask and get help. It's really difficult for a lot of people to acknowledge and ask for help, which is a normal thing. So the whole point with the divider is to make it a little bit more private, so you don't, because there's windows in there, so that way people don't look in and see you getting what you need. So you can go in, get what you need, and get out. And there's no judgment on you, and that's the whole point of it.
Well, I am definitely a person that does not like asking for help, and I don't know a way around that. I've been trying to. But kind of go over some ideas of discussions that you'd like to see take place in the safe space in the future.
Yeah, so what we're thinking for the safe space in the other half is to have something like group therapy. So we do have a mental health professional on campus. So the goal with that is to have her come in maybe for our sessions and have students that want to talk about what's going on, such as topics like anxiety or depression or other mental health related things. And the whole goal with that is so that the mental health professional can give advice, she can educate, give you coping skills and mechanisms to deal with things, and also for students to talk about their own stories if they want to, if they're comfortable with it, they don't have to. But so that way they can help teach and educate other students, because sometimes dealing with those students can feel very lonely and you feel very suppressed, so that way you know that you're not alone, and that's the whole point of it.
Yeah. And coming back around to you getting into the mental health industry or the field as well, like, do you feel like this is in some way preparing you for further on down the road in your studies?
I can say yes. I do think so. It kind of just worked out that doing something like that was drive towards my career that I want to go into. That wasn't entirely the purpose at first, and it isn't even the purpose now, but I do think that it's really helps educate me and get me prepared for what it's going to be like in my career.
All right, that is all the time we have for today. It's been fantastic to have you, Madison. We wish you the best of luck in your studies here at MCC and with your efforts at the Care Closet and Safe Space on campus.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. Tune in again to see the next featured student interview on the forum.